hello there, people with internet. And hello again, I am TheMBmulti and welcome back to my Minecraft adventure for the Empire, Season 1 part... No idea which part this is. Parts... 17... It's definitely not 17, it is parts... I don't know, I'm not even gonna try. Anyway, it's getting dark, so I better walk inside. Hi, Charles! Oh, you are the cutest thing ever. Anyway, in this episode, I'm going to build a little bit. As you can see, the farm that used to be here, it is replaced. It is now. Oh, still can't see it over there. Just a second. There it is. So that farm is replaced. Yes, I'm gonna build a thing in the air, and then we're gonna start transferring these barbarian houses into some solid Roman houses. So that's what I'm going to do in this episode. Alright, I got a ridiculously big supply of stuff. I'm still not able to sit in the chairs for some reason. Just gonna have to improvise sitting like this. Oh, now I'm on the table. There we go. No, whatever. Doesn't work. You don't really care, do you? Still have only one bed. I need sheep and wool. Yeah, I actually was wondering the other day. I don't think there is like a multiple word for sheep. Is there? I thought it was like one sheep and two sheep. I believe that was the same word. Alright, so we're gonna start building this house here first. Yeah, the ship's still there, as you can see. Yes. We're not gonna transfer these tiny houses because they're gonna be gone. All the tiny houses, not just these ones. All the houses. Especially these ones, because these ones are going to be gone, because this is also going to be part of my house. My house is going to be, I'm going to extend my house to all the way over here. Just letting you know. That's going to be, of course, because this is it is a villa. It's going to be a villa, so obviously it needs an atrium and various other things. Right, so first of all here we're going to build a Roman house, so you can leave one area there. I've removed the roof because I thought, hey, we're gonna place it next to it, but then I thought, hey, that's not a good idea. So, auxiliary soldier, would you please make way for me? For me. Okay, so apparently this is where the door's gonna be. Go. Immediately make it too high. Because why not? And I forgot that I forgot to bring wood with me, so I can't make another layer. I don't even know if I'm gonna make a layer. Maybe this is just gonna be like a one-story house. What kind of house is it going to be anyway? I don't even know. I was like, hey, I'm gonna build a house, but then I remembered, hey, what type of house? I think I should make a domus. That's actually what I'm going to do. Oh, shit. You are spawning in here. That's not very nice. I'm gonna have to fix that. Right. Yeah, but I'm thinking that this is going to be a domus. And for everybody who doesn't know what a domus is a Roman house, of course. But a domus means what the hell? I mean, a domus is a house for decently wealthy Romans. So you've got, as I believe I explained this in one of my Rome 2 videos. In the time of the Romans, there were two types of people. You had the plebeians and the patricians, and the plebeians. Oh no, I believe I explained this in Grand Ages Rome. Just the wood. There it is. But I believe I explained this in Grand Ages Rome. Anyway, you've got two types of people in ancient Rome. and those are the plebeians and the patricians. The plebeians are the poor people. They don't own any slaves, and they live in the insula, the apartments, and they yeah, those guys are the poorest of the poorest. However, slaves are obviously poorer than they are, because of course being slave is the lowest like class ever. However, not and then you had the patricians, and patricians those were the rich Romans. They had slaves. They had a decent they had a big house and everything like that. However, not all patricians were ridiculously rich, because you obviously had like the ridiculous rich patricians, like Roman generals, lawyers, statesmen, people like that. Those were like the ridiculous rich patricians. But you also had a little bit less richer patricians. And those little less richer patricians are mostly okay, I'm sorry, small interruption. But what was I doing? Oh yes, I was explaining patricians stuff. All right, and then you had the little less richer patricians and little less richer patricians. Holy shit, that's a difficult thing to say. Those were people that weren't in politics, but still made a lot of money. For instance, very successful gladiator trainers, or very successful slave traders, or people like that. I think you get the point. I think you get the point. So those were like little less patricians. You obviously had exceptions. You obviously had some gladiator trainers who were so immensely rich that they had like their own villa and stuff like that. However, not everybody was that rich, and but they were still considered patricians. If you had your own slaves and you had a decent amount of money, that meant that you were a patrician. And then, as I said, you had the difference in how rich you were. And the very rich patricians lived in villas and stuff. Usually they had two villas, a villa in the city, which is called a villa urbana, I believe, and then a villa outside the city with a little farm plot around it. However, and then the house for the little less rich patricians was called a domus, and it is a pretty big house. There's going to be another layer up here. But this entire domus is for one family, and that usually includes like a man, a woman, and a bunch of children, and like 5 till 10 slaves. And that lives in and they all live in a domus. And this is and I'm building that for decently rich people. I also forgot to bring the bricks with me, so I am totally prepared. As usual. There. Oh, I need one more layer. Okay. Whoops. Here we go, right, and then we need this, and then there's going to be the brick roof on top of this. But yeah, so I'm building a domus now. Usually a domus had a balcony, by the way. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a balcony. Well, where, actually? Where? Maybe here, but yeah. As I said, my house is going to be there, so I can't place it like in the grass there. Well, I don't really think that this is going to be a very beautiful balcony if I place it there. Well, I can place it here, and then I can make it a street walk underneath it. So yeah, let's do that actually. So yeah, in this episode, I'm mostly busy with the houses. And ow. Here we go. That's just so that I can get back up. Holy shit! I'm having a ridiculous hard time talking. Ridiculous or ridiculously? Ah, whatever. I don't even know. I don't really think you care to. Take everything just to be sure. Oh, Charles, you scared me. Yeah, you're still stuck in there. Oh, yeah, that's inconvenient. How the hell did I get back up first? Oh, whatever. I thought I... Oh no, I didn't. That's the answer. Really should make videos at moments like this. It's like every morning I should check if I'm having one of these moments in which I like have very difficult have a very difficult time talking and stuff, and then if it turns out that I'm having one of those moments, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna record a video today. No, this house is not pink, so I shouldn't sing that song. It's not even a song, it's just a jingle. Like Jingle Bell. Oh no, never mind, I'm singing that song. Oh, I really shouldn't make stuff like this. I'm like brain dead, like... I don't even know what has to do with being brain dead, but well. It just does. Just don't fight it. Accept it. Feel the force. Don't accept it. I'm making terrible references at this point. It's not even funny, probably. Definitely, I think actually. All right. So we got a little like alley way through here with a little roof on top, because why not? And we go here, and then we grab other stuff, and then dun 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 dun. That's not what the hell. I don't even know what the hell I was like singing. If it even was singing, it was more like making noise or something. It wasn't of any song or anything. Alright. There. And then we grab my axe. Here it is. And then we axe away this area. Yes, axe is a verb. I axe, you axe. He, she, it, axe. Okay, never mind. Alright. That's good enough for now. We'll make the balcony and stuff later. We just need a little house, and the windows will be in there too, just not now. Still busy. The slaves are over there, still busy with the other house. Where is here? It is. Right, there we go. Lovely new shipment of things. We can store this away too. Whoa. Dun dun. Oh, yeah, of course, there was a thing. I was like, what the hell is that? A snail? A dinosaur? What the hell is it? Well, it probably wasn't a dinosaur. Alright, let's take all this and bring it to the warehouse. And, yeah, just clearing out my building thingy. I'm not going to put everything in the warehouse, just a lot. Because that's the purpose of the warehouse, so that I don't have to... And that I don't end up with chests that are ridiculously full. Let's go to sleep again. Hi, Charles. Yes, I know there is not another bed. If there was a bed, you could sleep next to me. Then I could cuddle you all night. That wasn't awkward. Yeah, that's right. Just walk out. Just walk out the window. I mean, look out the window. No, don't walk out the window. No, you will die. No, and then again, you're a chicken, so you would, in theory, just fly down. A rooster, actually, because you're a male, but you still lay eggs, so it's pretty weird. All right. Oh yes, of course, we do need to update the map. Wherever the map went, there it is. Oh yes, and didn't even update the thing. Huh, it does update the colors of the stained clay, like the red and the white, but it doesn't show the red color of the roofs. That's a bit awkward. There it is. This one, because then I show the end. Hi! I can't see you, there's a map in the way. There. Now the maps are updated again, I believe. Oh no, we have to update this one too, because there's a ship. Oh, that's just too far away. Too unfortunate. Or is it there? No, it's literally there. It's too far away. Oh, whoops. No, too far away. What the hell are you doing here anyway? You are in the war room of the governor of this village. Oh, but speaking of village, hang on, I've got to show you something. Oh, hey, Emperor. Oh no, why the hell am I going? I'm trying to get outside the village. Gladia scooter. For a second I thought he was stuck in the ground, but he was just like one block below. I was like, oh, he's like submarining or something you call that when somebody is like... Alright, so yeah, all the legionnaires have moved in. You are very creepy, actually. Are we trying to scare him off or something? He is trying to give these legionnaires a talk why discipline is the most important thing ever, and you are just going to be an asshole and like little backstab him. You know that? Don't look at me with those green eyes. But yeah, all the legionnaires have moved in, and the centurion is... Look at how many there are. It's pretty cool. And the centurion is, well, doing morning drills, I think. Or afternoon drills. It's almost afternoon. Alright, yeah, so as you can see, everybody's gone here. Slaves should still be collecting stuff. Mining, I mean. Yes, alright, some of you, alright, I asked in the previous episode, I believe, or it was the episode before, I can't remember. I asked for a name for the village, and you Roman said I should call it Amsterdam, because this village is in the Netherlands, and it's near water and stuff. There's no river though, but well, there is a river. It's there, but it's not through my village. So, however, you said I should call it Amsterdam, and I thought that was an interesting idea. However, then I thought, hey, Amsterdam is not a really Roman name, so I Romanized it a little bit. Aemsterdammus. So this is the name of my village from now on. Yeah, I find it pretty funny. It's one of those names that if you look at it for the first time or like very briefly, you're like, oh, that's a really weird name. I can't pronounce it. But if you like look at it very carefully, you're like, oh, hang on a minute, it says Amsterdam there. So we got a name for the village now. Well, I had a name before, but Glorialo or something. I can't even remember what the name used to be. However, that name's gone now. This is the city of Aemsterdammus. Aemsterdammus actually, because the A and the E make an actually make an E. probably wondering why, but just think of it. It's also called Julius Caesar. Caesar, not Julius Caesar. Alright, oh, and I actually wanted to turn these houses into Roman houses too in this episode, but I already threw everything away. The boat does look pretty cool though. Let's actually fish a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do this episode. I'm not gonna be all heroic and stuff and build thingies. Just have a nice relaxing day near the sea. Just fish a little bit. Oh yes, of course, I completely forgot about the sparkly things. There it comes. And fish! There we go. It's been a while since I've fished in Minecraft. Oh, come on. Oh no, of course, I have to be very quiet because any like loud noise and stuff is gonna alert the fish. But you stupid I'm sorry. Hope it didn't jump scare anyone. What the hell? A bull? Okay. I don't know how I was able to fish up a bull. I mean, as you can, I don't know if you can see, but the sea bottom is very far down. So I don't know how my tiny little how the hook of my tiny little rotten flesh really just go back to the sea bottom then. You know what would make this even better if you had some music. Well, in theory I could. Oh. Yeah! I get rotten flesh again! Well, go away! I've never. Actually, I can set some music on in the tavern. I hope that's still far in close. Yeah, it's definitely close enough. By the way, I've never fished up rotten flesh in general, and I also never had rotten flesh fished up 2 times, which makes sense because I've never had it in to begin with. Oh, by the way, I also changed your name. I used to call Bjorn Hellraiser, I believe, but you commented that you wanted to change your name in Bjorn Flute Hater. Let's walk to the other side so that you can see it. You wanted me to change the name in Bjorn Flute Hater, and then you had a lovely side comment that said that you hated flutes because they weren't manly enough or something like that. It was pretty. I found it pretty hilarious. You can turn some music on for us. Favorite song from Minecraft. We can still hear it. Not very loud, but we can still hear it. Oh, nostalgia. Alpha Minecraft. Not many people these days can. Oh, that's not true. No, never mind. Forget what I was going to say. Water bottle. Okay. I've only caught 1 fish so far. I mean, this is the freaking North Sea. Holy shit! What the hell happened there? Okay. This is definitely the most professional video ever.